I have no idea where the time goes. It seems like just the other day I got this tractor ready for summer, although I got it ready a little late this year because of other projects. Got the brush hog on, did some cleanup around the yard, got the chains off before I did that, and now all of a sudden it's time to get this thing ready for winter and get those chains back on, get that blade back on so we are ready to go in case we need it to, well, pull the snow plow truck out of the snowbank if I slide off, if it's kind of icy. So it's time to get the old 460 in shape for winter. Come along and see what I do to get it ready. The grass has dried quite a bit, so now it's time to fire up Old Red and do some final brush hog work in the back before we take it off today and store it. And just like that, tucked away for the winter. Our lawn chair storage shelf. I've got the tire chains laid out, spaced over the mark from the tire tracks, so I can just drive the tractor onto it. They're laying here so that the wear side is down to the outside of the tire, and the links to the chain, the smooth side is on the inside where it contacts the tire. And with that done, it's time to go get the tractor and drive it on here. Now this is kind of cheating, doing it on a beautiful day like this, because a couple of times I forgot to do it or didn't get to it. And I did this when it was 30 degrees out and spitting snow, and that's always fun. I guess I'm a little ahead of the game this year. Pick up chain and drape it over the tire. Piece of cake. This time I tried to position myself so I didn't have to crawl on the floor to work with the latches. Just get them caught for now and we will snug them up later. In fact, what I usually have to do is take a little spin with the tractor to get the chains moved around. And then I can get the final snugging on them. So if you're building a shed and you ever wonder, hey, am I making this shed too big? Forget it. Never happened. You never make a shed too big. Oh boy. Just kind of walk them up the treads till you get the slack out. Too bad you got to look at my back, but I can't come up with a different way to do this. Not with the angles I have. I can't get at it from the side. Find the link I need. There we go. Got to start anyway. There. Got it hooked. Then when I drive this outside now sometime, it'll work its way around and I can hook them up one more link if I have to get them good and snug. But I think that's pretty good and snug. That's what your link and your clip look like. Hook that over, push it down in, slide this little tab on. That locks it in. And on this side, there's a different system. And it's actually a little easier to use, and that's this sort of scissor lock system. And that seems to be a little bit easier to get started and pull together. Here's how that clip works. The easy one, scissor clip. Slides into the chain link. Get it in position there. Put this down and hook it in. Now I see I've got some slack already. So I'm going to take that up right now that I'm here working on it. See how much I can take out here. Quite a bit. There we go. One of the trickier things to do when you're getting your tractor ready for fall is checking the tire pressure. Top those off because these are liquid-filled tires and you need a special air gauge meant for liquid-filled tires. So let's see what we have for pressure on this tire. And you can see it squirt out there. And I have about 10 pounds of pressure. I need to top that off a little bit. So you notice that I moved the tractor so that the valve stem was at the top. That put the liquid down a little bit lower. That makes it easier to work with. You certainly don't want to do it with the valve stem at the bottom with that full load of liquid. That makes it even more difficult. So what I'm going to do, it's got 10 pounds in it. I need somewhere between 12 and 14 with the lighter loads that I run with this tractor. But going into winter, I'm going to top it off to 14. So let's put some air in there. £13, I think I'll call that good enough. I'll go over and do the other side. I already did the front tires. Those are not liquid filled. Just a smaller tire, and they were just typical tire. Check the pressure with a regular tire gauge and top them off, and they were in pretty good shape. And these are actually in pretty good shape too. So that takes care of the tires. Well, that's how you put chains on an old tractor. It's not that hard to do. A little bit of bull work to get the chains on there. Sometimes you get them snugged up, but it's not rocket science. Maybe someday AI will be able to put those chains on the tires for me. But until then, I'm going to have to do it every fall. So, blade is on, chains are on. So I'm ready for snow. Are you ready for snow? That wraps up our short video on how to get the old 460 ready for fall and winter. I put this together because I know I've gotten some comments. People like to see the old tractor, and I guess there's some interest in old tractors yet. I grew up with old tractors, so I've got kind of a passion for them. And, well, hopefully you enjoyed what you saw today, and I'll put a few more together. Maybe I'll do some work on this thing in the future, and we'll follow along with that. I got to get rid of some of these leaks, obviously. So, again, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please click like and consider subscribing to our channel. And look forward to more videos on this and other topics. Until next time, take care and enjoy your projects.